Good morning. Yesterday I talked about doing 30 days of dating yourself. So it feels weird to say that. My animals are being silly. It feels weird to even say that, dating yourself. But the reason that I'm calling it dating yourself, and I want to back up for a second. I'm going to call today day one because I want to give everyone a chance to kind of do this with me. So I'm hoping that enough people saw the video yesterday that they can join in today, and we can kind of do a full day starting today. And for those of you just now seeing this, and if you see it later, or you jump in at day 3 or 4 or whatever, I guess you won't have seen this, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, maybe you miss a few days. Just jump in where you're at. Whatever work you do on getting to know yourself is going to be good for you. It's going to help you. So it's always beneficial to try and get to know yourself. So let me see if I can, what does she have? Sorry. No, this is not something you can have. Go find a toy. I don't know where she found this. What did you destroy? Did you destroy something? I'll figure that out later. Sorry. Naughty puppy. Anyway, sorry, I'm going to lose my train of thought. Anyway, so let's just start with, excuse me, with day one being today. Good morning, Amanda. Well, I guess it is. Let's see, 7 hours. Denver, Colorado is 7 hours behind you. So 7 hours from 10:30 is 5:30, right? Check my math. You could just check your watch, but anyway, Amanda's in the UK, so anyway, I'm scatterbrained today. Okay, so here's my deal. Here's where I'm at, and you just have to do this from where you're at, obviously. So you can't. Yay! I got it right. It's going to be different for everyone because all our situations are different. So just take what I give to you and use it as you can. Whatever parts you can't use, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about that. Just focus on what works for you and what's good for you. Okay, so here's where I'm at, though. I purchased, and I will leave links in the comments. After I finish this video, I'll go back and put links down. But I am doing a video series by Kyle Cease. I think I mentioned him yesterday. And he does a bunch of live events. And he did one called Evolving Out Loud. And normally he sells the video series for his events that he creates afterwards for like $100. Which is pretty good. It's a lot of content. But I don't have $100. I never would have been able to purchase it. So I'm very thankful to him because he put it out for $20, which I know for many of you might still be a stretch. So don't feel like you have to do that. Like I said, we have to work on ourselves from where we're at. But if you're interested in looking at this guy, because you've heard me talk about him, he's definitely worth listening to. You can go to YouTube and type in Kyle Cease, and he's got just a ton of free content there on YouTube. So anyway, so that's where I'm at, is I'm listening, I'm watching these videos, and they're just really speaking to me. So I'm enjoying that. And I am not working right now. And I've been in a place, for those of you watching me, you know, because I talk about this all the time, but I've been in a place where I'm like, I'm trying to find direction. I'm trying to follow my heart, and I'm trying to work at home by sharing my gifts. And I've kind of been all over the place. I've considered creating courses. I put out, that guided journal. I'm starting to write articles. I'm doing all these things, and I'm on YouTube, and I'm like, I need to focus on one. And of course, I'm here on Facebook in my groups. I'm like, I got to focus on one and just work it like a full-time job and give it a chance and see if income will come to me that way. And wherever I start to make money, then I'm going to take that as a sign as that's where I'm supposed to go. And so finally, I've been driving myself crazy. To be honest, I'm like listening to my heart, but I'm also listening to my wallet. So you can't listen to both at the same time. You just can't. And 2017 really brought me a breakthrough with money. And I didn't get the full thing, but it really helped me to release my finances and to let love worry about my finances. But putting that into practice is really hard. And I know I'm not completely there yet, but I'm getting to the point where I'm like, trusting myself. And I'm like, you know what? If I follow my heart, if I follow my passion, like I know I'm supposed to, then the income is going to take care of itself. My needs are going to be met. Love is going to take care of me because love wants to speak through me. And love can't do that if I'm homeless on the streets. I mean, maybe it can, but I don't think so. Probably it's not going to work out that way. But I have to trust myself. I have to trust my heart. And so I'm telling you this so that to give you permission to stop focusing on your wallet or your health or your relationships, to stop allowing those things to dictate your actions and just to listen to the truth inside you, because God put a truth inside you that is surefire, that will never lead you astray. And if you follow that truth, if you follow what you know you should be doing, where you're not following fear, you're not doing things so that XYZ won't happen, but you're doing things because you feel led to do things. You feel led by your heart and by your passion. So I think maybe I've gotten off track as far as how this links in with dating yourself, but I think the reason I want to do 30 days of dating yourself, I'm just doing this and I'm opening it up for you guys to kind of follow along with me. So I'm hoping that somebody gets something out of this, but I'm doing this so that I can get to know that still small voice better, so that I can get to know my truth better. And I can start learning to hear what my truth is saying to me rather than listening to my wallet. So anyway, back to, I keep getting off track. Back to the whole dating yourself thing. What does it look like? I'm just continuously checking in with myself. That was real easy to do today because I started out listening to some of the Kyle Cease videos, and he had you do a 10-minute meditation before, even showing you clips from the show that he did, from the event. And then within the event, he had you do like a 1-minute meditation, and then he had you do later on a 5-minute meditation. And then after the video clip, he comes back on and says, okay, now let's do 15 minutes. So anyway, I've done a lot of checking in with my heart. And all that means and all that looked like was me just being calm, noticing my thoughts, asking myself, what is my truth? And one of the things that Kyle talked about today that really helped was to stop worrying about how, because if you keep looking at how you're going to do things, then you're checking in with your head and you're ignoring your heart, because your heart will tell you what to do next. You don't have to ask. It will just let you know. So the dating myself is just basically, when you first start out in a new relationship, you're just so interested in this person and you want to get to know everything about them. And so you just want to, have you ever had that relationship where you're on the phone with the person for hours and it doesn't even feel like hours, it's just like 10 minutes? Well, that's where I want to get to with myself. And I've been doing that a lot too, is learning how to love myself. And when you can sit quietly with yourself and just be totally open and honest and say, just tell yourself, this is what I'm afraid of. These are my fears. And then listen to what that truth says in response. And maybe write those things down so that as those fears crop up during your day, you can go back and remind yourself. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just checking in with myself. And part of getting to know myself, just like you would do with another person, is thinking of activities that you enjoy and taking time to do those with yourself, and just really enjoying the activity. I hope this doesn't sound crazy. If it does, that might be a good thing, because I am helping you to change your perspective a little bit. So anyway, I won't go on and on, but just do that. And I've got it set up so that I do that first thing in the morning. And then I check in again with myself at noon. And then as I go to bed, I check in with myself. But continuously through the day, as I practice my mindfulness, I use mindfulness to kind of check in. How am I feeling? How am I doing? What do I feel like I want to do next? So anyway, just don't be so anal about knowing what you're going to do next. It's okay to have a plan. It's good to have a plan so that you can kind of follow it and let that guide you. But don't be afraid to veer off from that when you feel led. So that's all this is. We're just learning to tune in and to really follow what our heart is telling us and to trust ourselves. Just trust. You're going to be okay. It's going to be all right. And don't question constantly, am I hearing my truth? Is this my truth or is this my ego? Just relax. Just take steps forward. Understand that truth is powerful enough that when it sees you kind of veering off the path, if you're checking in, it'll let you know. Stop trying so hard. Let's go this way. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that today. I'm really excited to have this opportunity to be able to really focus on myself. I realize many of you are working and you've got a lot of things going on and maybe you don't have the same opportunity. But as often as you can, just check in with yourself today and compliment yourself as much as possible. Stare into the mirror for a minute if you can and just say, hey, I love you. I love that you're a caring person. I love that you're trying to get to know me. I love that you get excited and happy when you watch nature, when you watch animals, and that you stay curious. Just list out the things that you appreciate. And you're going to find more and more things that you appreciate about yourself as you do these exercises. So anyway, I will stop. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. And Amanda, thank you for watching me live. I appreciate it. So glad to hear from you. So anyway, check with me on Messenger. That goes out to all of you guys. My Messenger is open to anybody to message me. So I love to hear from you. And anyway, I'm going to go now. I'll most likely, I'm going to try and check in with you guys each day. So, and this will make it land, I believe, the 30th, or the day 30 will be on Valentine's Day. So that'll be pretty cool too. So bye. Have a beautiful day.